Hi guys, and welcome back to our video.
On this video, we're gonna be talking about how we met and pretty much how we got here.
Okay.
So we met in 8th grade. Now, when we met, it wasn't like we did have a class together, but apparently we didn't talk to each other.
We didn't talk to each other or see each other. It's like what, the last week of 8th grade?
Yeah, SATs. So it was during PE class. She was walking around the field, and we were just sitting there. Me and my friend were just sitting there, right? And then she comes up and she's like, "Hi, I'm Liz," and this and that. I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like,
I did not just come up. You guys called me over. His friend called me over because I knew his friend. I didn't know him, but I knew your friend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Sorry. So, yeah, so she came over, and I remember that's the first time I met her. I want to say after that, I don't think I saw you after that. No, I didn't see her after that.
I remember him briefly. All I remember is your spiky AF hair. You look like Yu-Gi-Oh.
My Yu-Gi-Oh hair?
Your Yu-Gi-Oh hair.
Yu-Gi-Oh hater. Yeah, so that's where we first met. Very short encounter, probably 3 minutes. You weren't there that long.
No, I wasn't there that long.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is like fast forward all the way to senior year.
Yeah. Somehow we
just started talking like we were freaking friends.
Yeah. I remember because it was in first period for Mr. Remlin's class.
Yeah.
You were all the way in the back, and then I was like, I saw you and I was like, oh, I know her. So I went all the way back there.
I know. You're like, hi. I was like, oh, hey, like, what's your class schedule?
Yeah. But I feel like prior to that we talked.
I think it's
the whole Esteban thing?
Yeah, I think Esteban, our friend Esteban, I think he played a big factor because I was friends with Esteban and you were friends with Esteban.
Yeah.
Like, I remember seeing Esteban around like the quads every time we would walk around. Because if I was to go back onto Facebook, there's stuff on your wall or my wall?
My wall.
On your wall that I posted. Yeah, we knew each other. We just didn't see each other in person or really talk that much. So senior year happened, and
yeah, that's when we talked.
Yeah, we were like really good friends. Would you consider us good friends?
Yeah, I think we were really good friends.
I feel like we were acquaintances. I feel like I considered him my friend, but I feel like he considered me his acquaintance because the only time he would talk to me was for homework. No. Every day he'll tell me, "Oh, Liz, I'll text you tonight. I'm like, "Okay, yeah, for sure." His text would come in, and he'll be like, "Hey, Liz, you got the homework for Towns?" Tell me I'm wrong. Or sometimes you wouldn't even text me, and I would just wait for your text to apparently appear.
Or you'd be like, "Hey, what's wrong? You didn't text me for the homework today."
Or sometimes I would literally just automatically just send him the pictures. Like, here, I already know you're gonna ask me for the homework. Here's the homework. I don't know how you made it pass that class.
I didn't. Who said I passed?
Never mind. So yeah, I feel like senior year. I feel like senior year we just like.
Yeah.
We got close. Like we were close.
Yeah. We were really close.
We were really close.
We were really good friends. We ate lunch together every single day.
Huh?
We ate lunch every single day together.
But with everybody. I feel like senior year we got really close, and then after that I kind of left.
You didn't kind of leave. You did leave. You left to SJ.
Yeah.
You didn't kind of leave.
Okay, Mom, sorry. I left, and the thing is, like, with Lizz, I feel like we never. With all my friends, all of our group friends, I've hung out with them all individually, or like as a group, but I've never hung out with Lizz. The only time I hung out with Lizz was with the group. I never hung out with you individually.
Yeah, it was never. We had never hanged out like one-on-one.
No, like never. So yeah, but we were still friends. Like we would still talk, even though it wasn't here. Like we would still talk, and you know, things were.
And it was always
like that.
I want to say it was always the friendship where like we didn't talk for months and shit, but like when we did talk, it's like
we would catch up. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. So to how we got to this point. How did we get to this point? So 2 years ago.
2 years.
Today, 2 years ago. Yeah. Today, 2 years ago, he texted me and was like, hey, like, have you heard from my friend? And I was like, what the fuck, that was so random. Like, why would you even text me? Like, it was so random. And I was like, hey, like, and I replied, I was like, no, I haven't, and like, you have no luck. You wouldn't get any luck from me, pretty much. And we just started talking from then. Like, literally, we started talking. After that, it was like just random ass stuff. In which, I mean, he would lag. And I mean lag.
My phone was an Android, didn't work properly.
That's what your excuse is.
Message took a while to come through.
Yeah, it took like 12 freaking hours or the whole next day, a day and a half to fucking come through. Anyway, after that, a certain party happened. I am not gonna say what party it was, but a certain party happened.
I remember that party.
Yeah, I remember that party too. A certain party, huh?
Surprisingly, you still remember that part?
Whatever. A party happened, and I was drunk out of my mind, like always. What?
I know you were.
Anyways, I get on his truck for some reason that night. I don't know what the fuck I was trying to do, but I get in his truck, and then I was gonna try to pull a move, but I chickened out. I was like, you know when you're drunk, you're like, all right, I got this confidence. All of a sudden it left me, but I was still drunk. I was like, get me off, and he started backing out, and I was like, drop me off. Like, no, like, get me off. Like, I want to get off the car. Like, I'm gonna like, did I say I'm gonna throw up?
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna throw up. I was like, you just got in the car and even moving. How you about to throw up?
Yeah, that's true. I was just freaked that fuck out. I was like, hell the fuck no. I was like, get me out of here. And then you didn't.
I didn't drop you off. I dropped you off in the front where the party was at.
Yeah, he dropped me off because it was, he dropped me off in the front.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I get off the car, I was like, all right, bye. I was like, bye, let me text when you get home. And I like close the door. And I like close the door right, I'm like this. I close the door and I turn around and I look at Esteban and I start crying. And I mean crying. And he's like, what's wrong? And then I was like, I think I'm in love with Lizz. And then he's like, what did he do? Like, what the heck happened? He was like tripping the F out. And I just kind of like left it. I was like, go home. I was like, go home. I'm fine. I'm gonna go back inside. And then, yeah, and then the next day I texted Esteban like, hey, like, you know, by yesterday, like, you know, like nothing happened. Like, don't say anything. And I thought he was playing the role. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you know what? Perfect. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. And then after that, a couple of days later, because we still kept talking every single day.
Yeah, we still kept talking.
Yeah, we kept talking. And I think after that party, every single day we started talking.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, every single day, like there was still a text.
Yeah. And then a couple of days later, after that party, I don't know what happened between us that we started talking about.
About what happened.
About kind of what had happened. And I was furious because I had told, let me explain to why I was mad. I was mad because I told Esteban, do not say anything. And he's like, yeah, like, I won't. Okay, cool. He ended up telling him, was it that same day or the next day?
I think it was the next day.
The next day.
Yeah.
Esteban, you fake. He knew about it. First of all, he knew my feelings about him. And he still texted me. And never confronted me about it. He still led me on. And I remember that night, it was like, what were we talking about that night? It was really like emotional. I was so like, it was bad. Because I feel like we even came to the point like we were like, we're not gonna be friends.
Nah, you assumed we weren't gonna be friends.
And we stopped talking for a whole day and a half. I remember that. I remember a day and a half because it was Thursday night and I was going to see Incredibles, the premiere. And I went with Mags. And you snapped me. I was like, what this guy want? And then I see and I open and you're like, hey, I was just wondering if you're available on Saturday, like around afternoonish or 12ish. I think you told me 12ish. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, and I literally texted him like, you know I'm in SJ, right? Like, cause at this point I had left from the party was here in SoCal.
Yeah.
And I went back up to NorthCal like that a day after.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought you were still here.
Yeah, and he didn't know that. So I was like, you know I'm not home, right? And he's like, oh, just kidding. And then after that, we just started talking again every single day.
Yeah, but after that, what happened after that? You You were still
My
there.
mom's party happened.
Your mom's party.
My mom's party happened, and then after that,
After your mom's party.
After our mom's party, I think that was a cherry on the top because I feel like I had a lot of anger in me, and I feel like in the next day or the next couple of days, like I had to apologize to you, like full on like deep apology. Like I told him like everything, like. And then after that, I remember I went to the movies with my parents. We went to go see Jurassic Park, and we ate Wingstop. Oh. I remember that we ate Wingstop. And then when we were done eating, I like checked my phone. And I had a snap from him. Would you tell me you were going to Vegas?
Oh yeah, so I was actually by where she lived, but on my phone, I had a fake GPS location thing, so I could switch the little filters, and I had the Vegas.
I feel
filter
like that
on.
should be a scam.
I had a Vegas filter on, and I snapped her that I was in Vegas when I really wasn't in your hood.
You were literally in like
2 blocks away.
Yeah, like a couple streets away.
And I was like, hey, like, do you want to go eat? And
I said, you asked me if I wanted to go hang out.
You want to hang out? Yeah, you want to hang out and eat.
And I said, like, I was like, I didn't tell him I had just eaten. I had just said, like, oh, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go with you.
I thought you were gonna go and eat with me.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna eat.
Yeah,
but you didn't eat.
Yeah.
You had water.
I had water. No, but let's talk about that day though. Let's talk about that day. That day. Full on, and I was getting nervous because like me and Luis, that was our first time we ever hung out alone.
Yeah.
Ever alone, like just me and him. Yeah.
That was the first time.
Yeah, and I get in the truck and I'm like, hi. Literally, I was like, hi. And then you're like, hey, and then we just started talking, and then he just started driving, drove, and we went to B-Dub, and then we went to Castle Park.
Yeah, Castle Park. And it's been our spot ever since.
Ever since then, yeah, at Castle Park. But homeboy, he got a little too close at Castle Park.
Mama.
No, cierto? Yes. He was basically pulling that little thing like, you need some help? I was like, get away.
I was trying to help you score more than a minute ago.
I was winning.
That's what he said. There's always room for improvement.
Always?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's when I started realizing, like when we were playing, he was getting a little too close. I was just like, like he would talk to me like right here, and I'm like, dude, like kind of like, you know, and I just kind of go like this. I'm like, you know, and then he would try, and then you started getting the balls, like both balls. Like, oh, here he goes. Like, oh, it's okay. Like I can pick up my own ball. Like I'm out here like independent and shit. Like I can pick up my own ball.
I need no man.
And then you paid for
for
parking, and you paid for the miniature golf. And I remember like I only had like what, $14 cash. I don't carry cash. I gave in. I had some money, and I tried to give, and I gave it to him, but he wasn't allowing. And then I finally gave it to him. Right, homeboy was like trying to give it back to me. He was like being all touchy, like here, put it in my hair, in my butt, like in my pockets. I was like,
your butt in your pocket, and butt's like.
And I told he's like, if you don't take the money, I'm gonna leave you here. I was like, I thought about it. I was like, damn, would he really leave me here? I really thought about it, and I was like, no. I was like, just buy me ice cream with it. And you're like, okay, fine. And then we went to go get ice cream.
I really can't believe you thought I would leave you there. Who do you think I am?
You're mean to me. Anyways. And then on the way home, what did you tell me?
On the way home?
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we stopped for a lollipop, right? Or paleta. And then on the way home, she threw hers away right away because she didn't like it, so I still had mine. And on the way there, I was just like, get it? And she was like, no. And then at the end, you're like, what? Are you gonna offer me the bottle too? The stick? I was like, maybe. So I finished my paleta. I was like, you want it?
I know, and I was like, what the heck? And I put it in the water bottle we had.
Yeah. And so on the way there, like we kept on talking, right? There was like conversations here and there. And then I was just like, you talk a lot.
Dude, he told me that. He's like, you talk a lot. I was like, oh, my feelings were so hurt.
But I was playing with you, like I was genuinely playing. I was like, you talk a lot. And then she said, she did not say a word.
I did not. I literally, I shut my mouth and I looked out the window. And it was already dark, so I was going like this, and I can see you from the window.
Yeah.
Like you were looking at me, and I was just like, you're not gonna talk, you're not gonna talk, you're not gonna talk, and you started poking me. Are you not gonna talk? And I was like, dude, stop, like stop touching me. And then I went like this, and then homeboy started doing.
You had your hand like that.
Oh, I had my hand like this, like
that.
Stop, you know. And then no, with this hand, you were going like this.
Like that.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why am I not stopping? And then I kind of just stopped, like, what the fuck? This guy's weird. And then we somehow ended up going to like this.
Like that, yeah.
We're so lame. And then after that, we just kind of held hands.
Yeah, after that, I just kind of went like that.
And I was like this.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, just straight up.
I was like, why is he holding my hand? He told me we were friends only. I was like, mixed signals. Anyways. And then when we got to the house, I forgot my the key to the gate, so I had to jump the fence. I was like, I'm not about to have him look at me jump the damn fence. So like, go home. But for some reason, he didn't want to leave.
Well, it's because it was gonna be the first time I ever see you jump a fence. I had not seen you jump a fence.
Anyways, I tried to tell him to go home, and I don't know, for some freaking reason, you started giving me wet willies. But it's not these wet willies.
You're right. It wasn't like that. It was like a.
No, it was not. It was not like that either. He would do this. He would like get in my face and go. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
That was after I fell with the other ones.
Oh yeah.
I went like that.
Stop it.
I got you once though.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
He tried to give me a wet willy, but he knew that it was. I'm not gonna let this happen. So he would get my entire face. And like try to get my ear close to his tongue so he can give me a wet willy. Who does that? Friends don't do that. That's nasty. Friends do like a regular wet willy, if anything. No. After that wet willy, those a lot of wet willies. I think I kind of kissed you, huh, Loki?
Yeah, they would like.
It was kind of like, cause like my mouth was like right
like
here.
we were doing.
I gotta be so loud for.
Damn, let everybody know we're doing laundry.
But yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, it was like this, right? Like with Lily. And then out of nowhere it went.
And then I was like, oh, and then, no, but I didn't give you a full on kiss.
No,
I kind of like
on the side.
Yeah, I kind of like kissed like a side, and we kind of just like looking at each other. I was like, oh, and I went like this. I was like, nothing happened, nothing happened. And we were wrestling. We were going like this.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of like looking at each other. We're like,
And then.
And we just kept doing that. And then next thing you know, he goes. And I was like, did you just kiss me? I was like, I didn't say that. I was like, what the fuck?
You're like.
And I was like, what? And then after that, you just kept kissing me.
Yeah. It was one after another, and then another.
And then you're like, oh, like I have to go now. I was like, okay, bye. And I just kind of get off the truck, and I jumped the fence. And after that, we saw each other 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later. Who does that shit? And then we acted like we were a couple. I mean, yeah, we texted every day though, and Snapchat every day.
Yeah. It's just that throughout that whole week, I want to say I was working. Like
yeah, you were
Sundays
working.
also.
Yeah,
so
you're working Sundays.
No days off getting that bread.
Getting that bread. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so after that, we didn't see each other for 2 weeks. And then when we saw each other, we were pretty much a couple.
Yeah.
She didn't know that. She acted like she didn't know.
Yeah, like to me it's like, okay, like I was like, oh shit, we're gonna hang out as a group, because it's a whole group, because it's part of our friend group. And I was like, dude, people are gonna get hella pissed. I was like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? So then I was like, hey, like we're gonna see our friends, like, are we gonna act like nothing happened, or are we gonna act like something happened? And then you told me like, whatever you want. I was like, bitch, what the fuck? What does that mean?
Well, it's cause like I didn't know if you meant like, hey, we're gonna sit you guys down, we're gonna tell you.
Oh, okay.
That's why, like, I didn't know if that's what you meant. Or if, like, it was just like, if they saw, they saw. If they didn't, they didn't.
Yeah.
You know? That's why.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But anyways, and then, yeah, we went to the fair that day.
Yeah.
And then we basically acted like we were a couple. We were hella holding hands. We were kissing. We went on rides.
Yeah.
And then you asked me out like 2 weeks after that. You finally asked me out because I told him, I was like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm about to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, we went out, we hanged out again with just our friend Esteban. And so that day we went to a bowling alley and we started talking. And so that's when I asked her, can you guys believe she said yes?
You're hella dumb. What was I saying? No? Like, thank you for everything. Bye. That day you asked me out though.
Yeah.
That day,
on our drive home, I remember
No.
the shooting star on our drive
but,
home.
okay, but after like you asked me out and I said yes, we kissed.
Yeah.
And after we kissed, there's fireworks in the back.
Oh yeah, there was fireworks on the second.
There's fireworks in the back. I was like, dude, that's how I look crazy. And then we were going home and we saw shooting star.
Shooting star, yeah.
I was like, bro, what the fuck? Is this a sign? And then like literally 2 days later, I left to SJ.
Yeah.
And we did long distance.
Yeah.
We would see each other like maybe what?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Once every month and a half. I
Yeah.
think the longest was like what, 2 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like it was like a month and a half. And then And then I came back home in August. Like this past August 2019. And
Yeah, in August.
we literally see each other every single day.
Yeah.
We literally saw each other every
Yeah,
single day.
since you came back, I think it was an every single day thing.
And if it wasn't, maybe like 2 or 3 times, like it was like every other day. Because you were hella tired from work.
Yeah.
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 Mhm. And then we talked about getting married.
Yeah, we talked about getting married. So we talked about getting married. I believe we talked about getting married like legit one day.
Yeah, one day we're like, we're gonna get married.
You know? Yeah, we were like, we decided to get married, right? So we talked about it one day.
The next day.
The next day, we let everyone know. Well,
We let
parents know. We started letting parents know. Yeah, so it was honestly like from one day to another. We were getting married.
We're getting married. And then
Yeah.
and then we just after like we got engaged. Like he tried to surprise me, but he wasn't really good at it. But okay, we did it. Like we got engaged, and it was just us two when we got engaged.
It was just us two. There was no one else.
There was no one else there.
Yeah.
And then we started planning the wedding, and then we were gonna get married like March 21st.
Yeah.
But the whole coronavirus happened, and so now we're just kind of waiting on like when the wedding can happen because of the whole coronavirus and the quarantine shit. But that's kind of how we got here.
Yeah.
And literally we've been so inseparable.
Yeah. Como chicle.
Cemento. Yeah. But other than that, like that's kind of our story.
Yeah.
Is it boring? Nah. I don't think so. Maybe because it's just us, like everything that we've done.
Yeah.
Like within our relationship.
Yeah. And I mean, like, of course, I feel like there's been more stuff like.
We're not gonna name all the details.
There's many more times we've hanged out and done other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty much how we got here.
Yeah, that's how we got here, and now we're living together, doing like a full on.
I feel like we went from seeing each other, doing fun stuff. Not saying we don't do fun stuff right now, but more of like, let's go to the stores and just like mess around, see what we find. We went to, let's go to the grocery stores because we need this.
Yeah, we went from like having hella fun to like adulting. That's what happened. We went full on adulting mode. And we're like, but babe, we need more eggs. We need cheese.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been a change.
It's been a change for the both of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I think we're both happy to where we're at.
Yeah.
Just waiting on the go to get married, and we'll be married.
Yeah.
I feel like now we feel like we're married. I feel like we're married right now.
Yeah, we're pretty much married.
Yeah.
And that's our story.
Yeah.
Question, comments, concerns?
I don't think so. I feel like if people were to ask us questions, like we can go more in depth.
Yeah.
About our certain things, like relationship questions on like long distance and shit like that. But thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening to our story.
To our story.
It's our story.
Yeah. We'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and
subscribe.